Hi, today we're going to talk about personal injury and accidents. If you're involved in an accident, which can be a slip and fall or a car accident or any other sort of incident where you're not at fault and the fault of another causes you to be injured, you may be entitled to damages. Typically, when an accident case happens in a car accident, someone rear ends you, someone runs a red light, or someone does something that causes your vehicle to collide with theirs, and you have to make sure that once you check yourself out and see that you're not too hurt, gather evidence, take pictures. Everybody nowadays has cell phones and they can take pictures of the scene to establish what happened. After you do that and the police have come and they've decided who's at fault and issued a ticket, then you have to tend to your medical needs if you're able. Hopefully fire rescue hasn't had to be called or the jaws of life haven't had to pull you out of the car, and you can go to the emergency room and tell the doctor what you're suffering from. Sometimes people hurt their neck, sometimes people hurt their back, sometimes people hurt their shoulder. There are all kinds of injuries that are associated with car accident, but you must document that by complaining and telling the healthcare provider where your pain is and what's going on. They will provide a treatment plan that will help to try to rehabilitate you, but you got to tell them what you're feeling at the time of the accident. The next thing you do is to make sure you call your insurance carrier and report it to them, because your car is insured and the legislature requires you to have personal injury protection, which is like a health insurance that will cover your hospital bill and also your medical bills thereafter if you need further treatment. You can go to a doctor to follow up for your back pain, for your neck pain, and that doctor will treat you and bill your PIP carrier. Now, if your damages are severe and you think you need to have an attorney, you can call me or another accident or injury attorney who will help you to make a claim against that negligent driver. And the first thing you have to determine is whether that negligent driver has insurance. Sadly, here in the state of Florida, a lot of people are driving without insurance. That's why if you're purchasing insurance, you must consider purchasing a product known as uninsured motorist. This will protect you in cases where the person who's hit you does not have insurance to cover your damages. But let's assume they have insurance that covers your damages and you completed your treatment with your doctor. Your doctor has to write a final report which will indicate what your injuries are and whether or not they're permanent. If you have permanent impairment associated with your injury from the accident, you can pursue a damages claim against that at-fault driver. And the doctor's report will be provided to the other driver's insurance company, and a demand will be made for the value of your damages. Now, this is a gray area. What are the value of their damages? There are economic and non-economic damages. The lost wages you may have, the past medical bills you may have, the future medical bills you may have, the future lost wages you may have, are all a part of the calculation of your damages from an accident case. Additionally, pain and suffering is a large component of what you feel. For a long time, I was a young man and didn't really understand how pain and suffering works. But as you get older and you degenerate, you start to feel pains all over your body, and you can really appreciate how bad pain and suffering is. So as an injured person, it's hard to quantify this pain or suffering, but this is an element of your damages which you should be compensated for. So we talked about a car accident, but sometimes people slip and fall on dangerous substances left around. And if that is a circumstance that you're involved in, the landowner or the owner of the property may have been on notice that a dangerous condition existed at that time, which he should have warned you of or cleaned up. And if they did not, they may be responsible for damages. So there are a number of considerations in evaluating what kind of case you have, be it a car accident, a slip and fall. Sometimes there are medical malpractice claims that result from doctors providing treatment which is not up to the standard of care. But all these things should be considered by you in consultation with an attorney. And if you have any questions you'd like to direct to me, please feel free to call me. I'm available to discuss your case with you. Thank you. I hope this video helped you today, and if you're having any kind of legal questions that you'd like answered, please feel free to call us, and we'll be delighted to help you resolve your problem. Thank you.